your input function. So if you want to pass the sharing back to me, I'll present the notes again. Yes, please. Awesome. Okay, so that means, have I got now the controls? Great. So what I'll do is I'll just show you my screen again, and then we'll run through our nodes. All right, so you're very good at writing your Python program, and we know that we've used input and print functions to do so. So do you remember what this hashtag means in Python? This little hashtag here, where I'm so great. And when do we use comments? Good. So you know what to code, and they're basically notes for you, right? They're not actual lines of code that Python will execute. They're just little notes for you, so you know what to program, and they're just notes for you to sort of jot down so you can keep a track of all the different commands that you're writing. Okay? Yeah, let's have a look. So, let's start with the 100 version. Okay? So you can show me, oops, let me go back to, so I'll stop presenting and you can present back to me now and show me your game. Okay, so remember, if you go down to the bottom of your screen, there's a little Present Now tab that you can click onto. Awesome. What is your guess? So it's a number between what, 1 to 100? 50? Too high. 45? Too high. 30. Okay, 19. Oh, it's too low. Okay, 25. Okay, 22. Yay! Fantastic! So you took 6 guesses and your guessing average was 6. Okay. Starting round number 2, let the guessing game begin. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you did a 1 to a million. Is that in the range? Show me your actual line of code, your source of code. Fantastic. So, are you familiar with all those different lines of code in your Guess the Number program? Do you kind of understand why you would use an import random? Why? Yeah? That's right. That's right. And I think you've even done if statements as well in that program, yeah? Okay. That's right. So if you got there, if the player's guess is equal, then quit text, if confirm quit. Oh, okay. So you've done this. I was going to take you through this game as well, but we're using slightly, sure. Why don't you enter the numbers? So it saves me reading out all those long numbers. 500,000. Too high. 300,000. That's too high. 100,000. Too low. Too low. Too high. You really got to be good with your numbers here, don't you? Too high, too low. Oh, yeah, that was way too low. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. Too high, too low. Too high. Oh wow, so it's got to be between the 500,000 and the 600,000. I mean the 500 to the 6, yeah. It is hard. So how many guesses have you got in this program? Is there like a, have you got a sort of a cap on how many guesses that you can take? No. Until you get the number or until you quit. So we could be here for a long time. Is that right? Awesome. So you've got it. Yeah, you're getting there. Too low, too low. Oh, too high. Okay, so too low, too high. You've got to start looking at the numbers now. You got it. So you took 24 guesses. Awesome. You're guessing average. Nice. Well done. Yes. All right. So pass the printing sharing to me and then we'll continue. All right. Awesome. Let me share. It is. It is. It's a different, it's a newer sort of a meeting program than a Google Hangout. And it's easier to run this, I find. So yeah, I love using the Google Meet. All right, so let's just go back here and have a look. Okay, so tell me, Tree, what's your understanding of a function? That's right. That's right. So think of a function as a set of little instructions. Okay. So when we use the print function, it's basically instructing the computer to display text that we type in between the brackets. And when we're using the input function, it's another set of instructions. We're asking the computer to let the user type in something. And then when we then use the print function again, it's displaying what they've actually entered in. So it's like a mini program inside a program. Do you know what a function call might be then? So a function call is basically telling the program or telling the computer to run the function, which is to run the instruction. Okay, so it's an instruction to tell Python to actually run the code inside the function. That's right, because there's no function inside the bracket, the parentheses. So you can have print and then open up your bracket, and if you've got nothing in between the brackets, well, it's got nothing to display basically. The computer's got nothing to print, right? So that's why within the actual parentheses or the bracket, we need to give it a set of functions to run, to call, okay? And if we have something entered in between those brackets, like hello world here, then this is what the computer will print and display on the screen. Okay, so that's what you would call a function, which is a set of instructions inside the parentheses. And then a function call is when we run the module or run the program, it calls the function and then it executes the instruction and then it displays this text called hello world on the computer screen. Okay, so these are all just, yep. No, it's okay, go for it. Okay. If you remember it, just stop and let me know, okay? Now, remember when we used the my name? Do you remember what this is called again? Yeah, so this is the input function. But if we are asking for someone to enter in a response or enter in information, yeah, it's a function call here within the input function, but this new string or this new text would be called a variable. Okay, and a variable is basically new data that we can create and make up on our own. Okay, do you remember in the holiday camp we said spam equals bacon? Yeah, and basically we said, okay, we've got a new word or a new variable called spam, and basically I'm going to say that the spam equates to the word bacon. Basically here in that my name, it's a variable that we've just created. And so what we're saying is the my name, we want you to type in what your name is going to be when we run this input function. All right, so it's going to wait for the user to enter in the text, and then the text string becomes the value of this function call. All right, so let's have a look at this here. So my name equals input, and then on the computer screen you would actually maybe type in your name. In this case it's Albert. And so what we're saying here now is that input value, it becomes Albert, and this Albert gets stored in the my name variable. Exactly, yeah? We've just given this a name, a variable, a new variable name called my name. All right, is that making sense? Okay, good. And then our last line of code that we programmed was, it is good to meet you. And then we have a space there, and then a quotation mark, and then the plus operator, followed by our variable that we had created. Okay, so what do you think? What is the purpose of using this plus variable here? Exactly, it adds in the variable or whatever text the user enters in. So whether it's Tree, Jenny or Albert or Janet, it's whatever the user enters in as their name. This is going to display their actual input name. All right, and that's what it's designed to do. So here when we run the program, it tells you, it prints out on the screen, it is good to meet you, and then Jenny here, okay? Because it knows that your name that you've entered in is Jenny, all right? And it's stored that information as the variable, all right? So that's as simple as it can get with running very, very simple programs using print functions and input functions. Okay, so let's give you a bit of a challenging task and see if you could sort of get this happening for me. Did we look at loops in the holiday camp? Yeah. Loops is basically like a repeating a set of instructions over and over again without us having to program that every single time that we want to run a particular word or run a particular code. Okay, so if you have a look in here, have a look at this program that's been executed. It's given you a print function question, what is your name? So I would enter in what my name is, so you can see that that's in black here. And then as soon as I enter in my name, what does it do on all the other lines on the other lines? Yes, okay. And the code that we use to repeat instructions or to repeat certain actions is for X in range. All right, so that's one thing that we're going to have a look at as well now. So open up your idle program, a new one. You know why? Because we're asking the name as an input, so you can actually type in your name at the same line here when you run the program. Does that make sense? So yeah, and then we can see that here we've got some comments here. So now the third line of code that we want to run is print their name 100 times. So that's just